Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. As October looms, the pennant race intensifies. It's a pivotal matchup between two division rivals. Next. Yu Darvish starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy here is one of the top strikeout pitchers in all of baseball. Over 200 strikeouts on the season, and this day and age where we don't see pitchers go that deep into games and pitch well over 200 innings, that's saying something. If this guy is on, it could be lights out and lots of Ks.
Here's the second baseman, Kolten Wong. He will lead this one off today. He's set and the pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is it's an 11-12 game sprint when you get in. You want to be executing on all cylinders when you get in, but anything can happen.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Kolten Wong. He's in the double digits. He's got a 10-game hit streak. That means a little over a week. Start heading into that second week, and now people are going to start paying attention to you.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Darvish has pitched north of 1,200 innings in the majors and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. 1 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Darvish has racked up over 190 innings on the mound, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Darvish has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head, because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short, he was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Wow, he must be living right, because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play.
Well, this is a small sample size because the season is still so young, but I don't have any doubt he's going to be near the top of a bunch of the leaderboards when this season is all said and done.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Into the bleachers and gone. Paul DeYoung connects for a 2-run home run. So a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put up 50 dingers in a season, especially in recent years. Well, he just did. It's been incredible to watch. What a season.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. He'll be hoping to move up that NL home run leaderboard a bit, entering play number 9 in that category.
Yeah, but no home runs over his last 10 games. And we'll see if he gets off the schneid in this one.
Have to be careful with this guy, though, D-Row. No home runs in his last 10. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 37 on the year. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Now batting, Tyler O'Neill, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Now here it comes.
Ball. Count 1-0.
3 runs already home here. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 3, the Cubs coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Dakota Hudson gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Now here it comes.
Ball 1.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, D-Row, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon. And that's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy, but not lose focus.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
2-2 now to Baez. Heading out towards shallow right. Turner has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
He's set. Here it comes. Chris Bryant is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now the payoff pitch home. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. From the belt, the pitch. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail in this one 3-0. Second inning set to go, and standing in the rookie outfielder Justin Turner. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder giving chase. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out. Well, sometimes you see diving catches that happen because of a bad route, but that certainly wasn't the case here. That's an exceptional route efficiency as calculated by ShowTrack, and it's evident it was a big reason why he was able to lay out and bring that one in. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 43.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dakota Hudson. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 0-1 delivery. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting fifth,
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty. One man out. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left, into the bleachers and out of here. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 23 for him thus far, and the Cubs are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Just a nasty sinker right there, low and on the outside corner. I can't tell you how many times I've grounded that ball to a middle infielder.
You know, the day and age now, Nero, these hitters are so well adjusted at going out of the zone and being able to get the barrel to it. That was a real good sinker that was down, and he was still able to get the barrel to it.
bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike two.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. 1 out and a runner on second base.
Oh.
2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
The pitcher, Yu Darvish.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Yu Darvish. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
21.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. We've played 2. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs 1. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Colton Wong. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
0-2 count and the pitch.
The count is 1 and 2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2.
I got the count 2 and 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
The 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward to the track, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Jason Dominguez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Wong leads off second with nobody out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Oh, man, that's a total brain cramp out there on the bases. He might have thought it was going to get down, but you've got to be sure. Instead, they double him off, and that really changes this inning.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit. Happ brings it in. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as you see there, he's currently pacing this Redbirds team in that category. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. The next Cub up, Javier Baez, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Not shortstop, Javier.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. And this will be fouled away. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and Hayward has a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, B-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home, and this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Wong for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Ready for another chance? Wilson Contreras. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the belt, kicks and deals. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the second run will score as well.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
The 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And another foul ball. Fouled off. Hit out towards second. Wong has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. He's set and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Bounce to first. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Justin Turner.
Stepping into the box, Justin Turner. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Kipnis is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Here's the pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
And he'll step off and try and reset. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Runners on the move for second. Down the first baseline. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1 on the move again from first. All even now, 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
No balls and a strike to count. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and one away. Snap throw from the catcher. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. To second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We played 4 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. At the plate, Yadier Molina. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
First pitch on its way. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Contreras is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Ready now, Dakota Hudson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Lane Thomas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And he lays off there, 1-0. And the pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. First pitch coming. Here it is. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Wong hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Kipnis moving to his left, and that's the third out. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. John Brebbia, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Not shortstop, Javier.
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one, no strike.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. And he misses 2-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball three.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. So he's aboard here with the leadoff walk, and this has been a very patient ball club so far this year as we view the league leaderboard for team walks. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's just 2 for 12. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. This one's down to third. Taken in by Carpenter. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
The set and the 1-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Cubs strand 1. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the center fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. And it'll take just one pitch to retire the leadoff man here in the sixth.
Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Hopped up. Rizzo over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Digging in, Paul DeYoung. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set. Here it comes. Left center, base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball, 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
And the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. And he hits it hard to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Into the box, Ian Happ. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
The 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So now to the plate, Jason Kipnis, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds it 3-3. Seventh inning ready to roll, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill.
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Now the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive, but just foul. Here's Darvish on 0-2. This is skied out toward right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Justin Turner.
Digging in once again, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air out to center field. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Yadier Molina.
So here's Yadi Molina now with 2 gone and the base is empty. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. That's in the basket. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 10 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kyle Ryan will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. David Bodie will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
And batting 9, number 13, David Bodie. Now batting, the pitcher.
At the plate now, John Brebbia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Cardinals get 1 in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. 4-3 St. Louis. In now, David Bodie. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A chance here for the second baseman, Wong. And that's the 2nd out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No, that's down.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Now the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches. The 2-1 on its way.
and it's fouled away.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. DeYoung gathers it in, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down in order. They still trail it here 4-3. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up Colton Wong.
The second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
In now, Jason Dominguez standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's the 1-1.
Ball back outside.
Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Goldschmidt swings and hits this one very well out to deep left field. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and that's home run number 48 on the year, as it is now 7-3.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Jeremy Jeffress is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 24, Jeremy Jeffress.
Paul DeYoung will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Hayward is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the gap in left center. Schwarber will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard on the ground towards short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Throw over to first. Runner back standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the Cards strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Cubbies 3. Ryan Helsley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
Helsley, a 6'1" right-hander. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
From the stretch. Now the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Wong. The second for one. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Alec Mills enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Yadi Molina digging in now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Rizzo is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Brian O'Keefe will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 25, Brian O'Keefe.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 289 is the average coming in. 13 home runs and 46 driven in. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s, getting to that one.
Colton Wong will stand in as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Line to the right side, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box now, Jason Dominguez. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. The throw to the plate. Oh, and Hayward shoots off the cannon. He is out at home plate.
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there. When you've got the lead like this, you can afford to do that a little more. We'll see if that lost run ends up being a factor at all.
At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an 8-3 ball game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Ryan Tepera takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Into the box, Paul DeYoung. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. And there's ball one. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And it's gone into the bleachers. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Four runs here in this half inning. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Cardinals are out in front 11-3. Giovanni Gallegos takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
That misses. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Now here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Ian Happ, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fouled away. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. This is line to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Victor Caratini will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298. 6 home runs, 39 driven in. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. David Bodie waits on deck. Full count still. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Brody.
Standing in now, David Bodie, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Got him. That'll do it. And the Cardinals Put some distance behind them in the standings as this one is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
11-3 the final score in this contest. St. Louis, with their 95th win, tops in the division. John Brebbia earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.